Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland. I'm coming to you today. We're kicking it on the chase with Chelle. It's a segment that I normally do on a Saturday, but I'm subject to do it any day of the week, and depending on where I'm at in the world. You know, sometimes I'll wherever I'm at, I might call it exploring with Chelle. But it's spin off and based off of kicking it with Chelle. What are you going to talk about today? Well, I've been talking about giving suggestions for singles when they're dating and getting to know each other. So what are you going to talk about? What's the topic for today? Communication goals for single. Oh, okay. Well, what you got? Well, understanding each other's needs is something that people need to consider. Okay, and so you should discuss what effective communication means to each of you. Share examples of times when you felt communication was lacking or when it was effective. Identify common communication patterns and areas for improvement. I think communication is very important. I think that's very important. And understanding each other's needs, that's very important for people if they want to develop a healthy relationship. Setting specific goals. Brainstorm specific communication goals together. Focusing on the areas that need improvement or enhancement. Examples can include, committing to regular check-ins to discuss feelings and concerns. Establishing a safe space for expressing vulnerability without judgment. Making an effort to actively listen without interrupting or becoming defensive. Setting aside dedicated time for meaningful conversations about future goals and aspirations. I think that's important too. Very important. It's not corny. Especially if it's somebody that you want to consider getting to know better. Playing games with each other isn't the way to go. Making goals smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Refine your communication goals to ensure that you meet the SMART criteria, which I just mentioned. Being specific, measurable, finding an achievable objective if you can, and keep your topics relevant and keep the time frame minimal if necessary, if you can, or just or determine how long you want to, when is it enough to talk about something too, Be specific, clearly define what you want to achieve. The measurable part. Determine how you'll track your progress. The achievable part. Ensure goals are realistic and attainable, relevant. Align goals and the needs and values of your relationship. Time bound. Set a timeline for accomplishing each of the goals, Created an action plan. Outline specific steps you'll take to achieve each communication goal. Assign responsibilities and agree on accountability measures. I like that. I guess, I guess because maybe because of the types of, experiences I've had, I'm more of a person like this, I'll write stuff down. If I have questions or something and I think about it, I'll write it down so that I can think about it later again, or revisit it, or discuss it with whoever I need to discuss it with, or deal with it, So I'm more of I write a lot. I'm a schedule person. I believe everybody should have something to do. I'm gonna give an example of an action plan. Set goals, improve conflict resolution by actively listening and avoiding defensiveness. It's important to talk to each other even if you don't want to. Sometimes what I do when I don't feel like talking, I just don't talk because I don't want to argue. So once I'm in a better place where I feel like I want to talk about it, I'll talk about it. If it's something that I don't think I can want to deal with, I don't. I just don't. Action steps. Practice active listening during disagreements. Use I statements to express feelings and agree to take a short breaks if discussions become heated. Because when it gets to that point where y'all hollering and stuff, when it gets to the point, have I done it? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. Many times. Do I want to? No. I know I don't want to. That's why I don't want to do all that. It's not necessary. When you get to that point, it's time to reevaluate who you're dealing with. You got to do all of that. And where are they now? Nowhere. I'm not trying to do all that. Not me. All hollering and stuff? Nah. I can understand stuff happens sometimes, but I couldn't do it all the time. I don't want to be this constant conflict and just, nah. I'm going to seek my peace at all. I just won't say anything and just tiptoe my buns right on into the sunset somewhere. Tiptoe right on, quietly on out. You won't even people, I'll just be all of a sudden, where's she at? I'll be just gone. Poof. Won't say a word, just be psst. That's my action step sometimes. I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even going to fool with this right now. And if I don't want to fool with it, I don't. And I act according. Depending on where I'm at and what I'm doing. And I'm real serious about that. If I want to deal with it, I'll say I want to deal with it. Because I'm good for, I'll get right on up. I'm one of these kind of folks. If I could be out, we're out somewhere I could be out somewhere at a restaurant or wherever. And if somebody says something to me that I don't feel like is really good, then I can be gone. I can just be like, I'll walk away just like I just walk away, just walk straight on off. Won't say nothing. Or say something, head on, walk on off. So we gotta watch how we communicate with each other, you know. And I think that's very important. That's very important. Have timelines, implement, these strategies, where you all have some timelines on where how things are developing, If you're trying to date somebody to be serious, these are just things to think about. Remember, effective communication requires ongoing effort and commitment with both partners. By setting and working, towards communication goals together, you'll strengthen your connection and foster a deeper understanding of each other. Hopefully. Because when people don't communicate with me, that shows me right there, your actions show you everything. And I don't mess around. I don't let people think I'm a damn fool. I'm Gary, because guess what? I got peace of mind wherever I'm at right here, bud. I don't have to, you can say I'm single and laugh at me all you want to, but guess what? I don't have all this in my ear. And then